Welcome to Red Bull Hardline. This is the winning bike. It's Bernard Kerr's custom Pivot Phoenix 29er. This is 29-inch wheels front and back with 190mm travel derived by a DW Link. Really cool bike, custom painted, it's fresh off Moln and World Champs, and it looks fantastic. So these custom painted bikes often don't have size stickers, but I've done a few measurements and it is the XL, which comes with a whopping 485 reach. So going to be really, really stable, although I'm surprised he manages to maneuver it in some of the tight stuff, but he is such a spectacular rider. He clearly knows what he's on about. The head tube angle is 62.5 degrees and it is full carbon, front and back, with an incredible matte paint finish. It looks really, really good and it complements the smooth lines that the carbon's able to give. Something we have spotted, a small alteration to the geometry, is this little custom machined linkage plate just in there to do some fine tuning. Yet again, a very reasonable amount of down tube protection there. So yeah, don't have to worry about rock strikes on your wonderful paint finish. Also a very nice, almost Pantone matched number board there. Nice and secure, and it complements the frame perfectly. So for tyres, we have the classic pairing of the DHF minion on the front and the DHR on the back. Bernard is running an insert, but only in the rear. In terms of rims, they're running the Reynolds carbon, which they've been on for years, and talking to the mechanic, he's super impressed with them. And those rims are paired to the Industry 9 hubs. They're in blue, a lot of colour going on, but it really does seem to work. On a pivot race bike, it is of course no surprise to see that it is equipped with Fox suspension. In the right hand leg, there is of course a Grip 2 damper. The fork is sitting at 200mm travel, so lots going on there, especially for a big wheeled 29er. We've got an air shock in this bike, which is a Fox X2. The kinematics of these DW Link pivots really do prefer to be used with a large volume air shock such as this. Looks super flush, especially with this really nice, simple, but a nice sticker on the air can, really cleans up the look. Shimano Saints provide the stopping action with 203mm rotors front and back. The levers themselves are actually quite close to the grip, so I can only assume Bernard likes his hand almost over the end of the bar there. These seem to be bled in such a way there isn't much lever throw, and they do have, well, they have that trademark Shimano biting point that is very positive, but I'd say, if you can imagine, these are even more so. The mechanic, I think, has done some bits of trickery here to give a very strong initial bite point. Something we've talked about in shows before is keeping the bike silent, and one of the ways you can do that is to stop your front brake hose rattling on your number board. So what I think is actually quite a nice, simple yet elegant fix. A cable tie to a bit of tubing, very effective, just to stop that high speed rattle when they're hitting warp speed on that hill, because it can be so distracting hearing that hose rattle on that kind of acoustic number board. Bernard is running some Renthal Fatbars with a 35mm diameter in 780. He's also paired that up for an ultra clean cockpit look with a Renthal Apex stem in the direct mount. Also, in a touching tribute to his injured friend Brook MacDonald, he's got a Maori saying on his top cap, which translates to "stay strong." Like a lot of riders here, he's running the WTB Hightail Saddle. Now, why are so many riders gravitating towards one saddle? Well, it means, especially on your long travelled big wheel bikes, you can run your saddle lower, and because it's got this cutaway here, it reduces the chance of tyre buzz by increasing the clearance. That is paired to an own brand pivot carbon seat post. Quite a well used pair of Mallet downhill pedals on here, with the pins kind of drawn a long way out. Must be someone that wants all the traction they can get. He's paired that to some 165mm length Saint cranks. A full Shimano Saint drivetrain on here, including a complete cassette, not going for one that's spaced out or to reduce the number of cogs. We also have some pretty cool Stegosaurus style silencing to keep the bike running incredibly quiet no matter how rough it gets. And there you have it, Bernard Kerr's winning bike from the Red Bull Hardline. Thanks for watching, and as always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to keep with some bike checks, check out Nino Shirters here. It's really, really cool, different end of the spectrum, but some awesome tech nonetheless.